Next up, at UFC Vegas 84, we have the featured prelim of the evening. We have Andrei Arlovski, absolute legend. You're going to see he's listed at 44 years old. This guy is 45 years old. He is 34-22. He has 56 fights. He's 3-2 in his last 5 years, riding a 2-fight skid. He's taking on Waldo Cortes-Acosta, 10-1 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off his first knockout win in the UFC. Andrei Arlovski is a legend. If you've been watching UFC as long as I have, you remember the days when Andrei Arlovski ruled the heavyweight division. He was the most feared heavyweight on the planet. He was knocking people out cold. And yes, they weren't the 2.0 heavyweights that we have today, right? They were 1.5 heavyweights because he's well-rounded, has all the skills, and he's a savage, but he wasn't fighting. I mean, he was fighting. I watched him knock out Paul Buentello in person. And like the fact that guy earned a title shot tells you we need to know about the division.
Big Paul, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Andrei Arlovski, very good striker, fast, good jab, technical guy. He's getting a little older. He's losing a little bit of that power. His chin is long gone, but he's got that fight IQ. He's got that savvy. I imagine in this fight he's going to come forward, try to hold Waldo against the cage and rack up some control time there. Just last year, all of a sudden, Andrei Arlovski had a bunch of decision wins in a row. Just last year, Andrei Arlovski sort of ran through the lower bit of the heavyweight division. So he's not a complete bum. He's not out here losing 6-7 fights in a row. He's not the Tony Ferguson, you better retire, you look terrible kind of guy. But he is 45 years old. He is coming off a knockout. He has not been looking great lately. His chin is absolutely gone. He's taking on a young buck in Waldo Cortes-Acosta. This guy's a fun, athletic striker. He's going to salsa dance in the middle of his fights. He's going to let his hands go. He's going to throw some kicks. He lands an incredible 7 significant strikes per minute. He's showcased on numerous occasions how physically tough he is. We watched more than one fighter just beat his legs in, and he didn't care. Didn't care. I have never seen somebody take more leg kicks and not be affected at all my entire. It's crazy how much he can just take. But when he's not dancing and playing a lot of those games, he's a very good fighter with very real power and some good skills. I think Waldo is going to blow through Andrei Arlovski. I hate that because I love Andrei Arlovski, but, UFC is not a very forgiving sport, and 45 years old, a little too old to be fighting in the heavyweight division. So our Jacob and I's co-star in the upcoming film will be my pick. Waldo Cortes-Acosta is very obvious. Clear pick for me. I have him in a parlay, and I had him long before these minus 650 odds. And if you're a premium member, you saw that, and you enjoyed a little bit of a discount. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, me and Waldo kind of had our a clash on Twitter back in the day. I think it was after one of his first fights, and we were breaking down the next fight, and I made fun of him for his salsa dancing because it's what everyone said after that first fight against Chase Sherman or whatever, when he was getting his legs eaten alive and he walked through it. It's like, you can't keep doing that, man. And I made fun, like, yeah, salsa dance all you want, but eventually you're gonna lose a fight because of it. And he reached out on Twitter and said, I don't know what I saw, like, I'll salsa dance on your grave. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was that fucking mean, but he definitely was not very happy with that. And since then, he has proved that it doesn't matter. I mean, he has proven that it doesn't matter. And you know how I know that some of these commentators don't actually watch film, like Bisping or whoever, was because, like, in that fight versus Bresky, in his last fight, Bresky landed like 3 or 4, because that's what everyone does. They all attack his legs, right? Every single person.
You can hit him. You can definitely hit him.
Yeah, Bresky landed like 3 or 4 immediate leg kicks. Bam, bam, bam. Bisping's like, oh, he better start checking those leg kicks or it's going to be a long knife and he's going to run. It's like, no, it's not an issue. It literally is just not an issue for whatever reason. He doesn't need to check leg kicks. He just eats them. He walks through them. He lands power. And that's what's going to happen in this fight. I mean, Arlovski might try to leg kick again. It's not going to matter. Waldo is going to win this fight. Arlovski, you saw when that 2 fights ago was against De Lima. The speed at which he tapped. I mean, that thing was boom, in, boom, done. I mean, there was it was like, okay, this guy is like, realizes like, why, what am I doing here? Like, let me just, whatever. Waldo's going to win.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, good for Waldo. This is the UFC's formula. You use the aging name vets to build up the young up again. This is the formula. They've used this formula forever, and it works, obviously. So Waldo should win this fight. He should, unfortunately, blow through Andrei Arlovski. So Waldo's going to be the pick here, $9,500 in DraftKings. Let me see what he scored against Bresky, because that's a lot of money. There's going to be zero wrestling whatsoever. He's going to knock Andre out, or somehow it'll go a little bit longer. So got to see what what he scored in his only UFC finish to see if this is going to be worth it. But Waldo should win, should be my finish. I checked the odds on that, like, maybe I can get a little bit of a discount. And not much of a discount. You going to spend the $9,500 in DraftKings?
I think I'm going to,
I mean, he should win, and he should win by finish. So can't go wrong there. If you want to check out all the bets, the picks, the round line leans, the insight, 8 analysts worth of picks and insight, the DraftKings optimizer, ownership projections, the line movement tracker, the detailed data, metrics, and analytics, and everything else that we offer, WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10 a month. There are no tiers. There's no, $5 for this, and then there's no tiers. You get every single thing that we offer instantly.
Big girls don't cry.
At WeWantPicks.com. Just click Become a Member at the top. This is the movie that myself,
there I
Jacob,
am, throwing that left hand.
Myself, Jacob, and Waldo
That's me.
Are in this.
Robert Downey Jr. get up there.
There you go, from Tropic Thunder. It's called The Burden of 9 Lives. It's not out yet. I actually got a shocking amount of messages. Why can't I find it? It's not out yet, but when it is out, keep an eye out for me and Jakey Bumbalotes.
As soon as that hits the big screen, I don't know if I'm going to be here anymore. So hope you guys. I just want to say it's been a lot of fun, and we've had a lot of great memories. And Angela, thank you for giving me this opportunity. But I think it's time for me to start to start my Hollywood career.
You're gonna Pat McAfee me.
He didn't do anything.
Barstool hired him. Barstool made him something, and then he's like, "Peace, bitches." He didn't
make him. No, he was gonna. It didn't matter if he got Barstool or not. Pat was gonna do what Pat's gonna do.
Speaking of premium membership, this is a look at the safety parlay. It continues to be a massive success. You can unlock the safety parlay for UFC Vegas 84 and every other event this month, or in a 30-day period. Not that this month as in January, this month as in for 30 days. Just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It is included in everything we do. And it is the most accurate, the most reliable, the most sturdy single bet in the MMA space. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.